Good morning, students. Today I will teach class 9th chapter 6, that is tissue. In previous lecture we had studied about plant tissue. In today's lecture I will teach you about animal tissues. So firstly we have to know about some terms or some important information about animal tissue. As in animals can move, so contraction and relaxation of the cells result in the movement of animals. Similarly, blood flows and carries various substances from one part of the body to the other by movement. This can also be done by contraction and relaxation of cells. Blood and muscles are both examples of tissues found in our body. So, mainly the different types of animal tissues such as epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So, blood is type of connective tissue and muscle form muscular tissue. So, blood and muscles are the examples of animal tissues. So, name one connective tissue, that is blood. Name one muscular tissue, that is muscle. So here is a structure of epithelial tissue. So it is easily seen that the epithelial tissue has nucleus, smooth muscle fiber or the muscle fiber. We can simply say the muscle fiber. So always grown on some other type of tissue. Cells of epithelial tissue are very close to each other and tissue rests on non-cellular basement membrane. It consists of single layers of cell. So it always connect to non-cellular part or they are very close to each other. So blood vessels are absent and non-nervous in nature. So no nervous system is there or they are blood vessels are absent. It covers all the organs and lines the cavities of hollow organs like stomach. So it is primarily protective in function. So mainly epithelial tissue is protective in nature. Next is type of epithelium. So epithelium tissues are classified as squamous epithelium, cubical epithelium and columnar epithelium and ciliated epithelium. So annual tissue has type epithelial tissue and the epithelial tissue has again classified into four types. So here this is squamous epithelium. So squamous, as a name indicate, it is like a square. So it is also called pavement epithelium. So it arranged end to end like tiles on floor. As the tiles on floors are square in shape, they arrange with connective to one another. So as same as it is, squamous tissues or squamous tissues are arranged like that. Cells are polygonal in surface view. It forms a delicate lining of cavities, mouth, esophagus, nose, pericardium, alveoli, etc. So blood vessels and covering of tongue and skin. They are arranged in many layers to prevent wear and tear in skin. So this pattern is stratified scalar epithelium tissue. So mainly it is found in the cavities, mouth, esophagus, nose or the upper layer of the skin. So mainly here the cells are arranged in many layers. Next is cubical epithelium. As the name indicate cubical, so it look like a cube. As you see in the diagram, they are cube-like cells that fit closely. They look like squares in section, but the free surface appear hexagonal. Where it is present? It is present in kidney tubules, thyroid glands, that is salivary glands or sweat glands. So it forms germinal epithelium of gonads, that is testes and ovaries. So mainly it involves absorption, excretion and secretion. So it provides the mechanical support. Next is columnar epithelium. So it look like a column or ciliated, as you see here. It is example of columnar it is the figure of stratified squamous. So columnar means pillar-like. So as the name it is column. So it is like pillar. So it forms the lining of stomach, small intestine, colon, or mainly forming the mucous membrane. Border of microvilli is present at the free surface end of each cell, which increase absorption efficiency in small intestine. Ciliated epithelium cell may be cubical or columnar. On its free surface are present protoplasmic outgrowth called cilia. Mainly it helps the movement of ova in the fallopian tube. So ciliated epithelium is helpful in the movement of ova in the fallopian tube. Next is connective tissue. As I told you, the connective tissue is blood. The cells of connective tissue are widely spaced and embedded in intercellular matrix. The mature matrix decide the function of tissue. White and yellow fibers are present. The basic function is to provide support to different organ and keeping them in place. It is of type, it is fluid or vascular tissue. Here you can see the diagram showing the different blood corpuscles, lymphocyte, monocyte, platelets. So mainly the connective tissue is blood and lymph. So blood is the connective tissue. Blood matrix of blood is plasma having venturing or floating cells called corpuscles. Blood helps in the transportation of various materials such as nutritive substance, gases, excretory products. So plasma, mainly 55% of the body, constitute 91% water, 7% protein and 0.9% of inorganic salts. So these liquids or fluids are present in connective tissue. Next is corpuscles. It is 45% part of blood. RBC, that is red blood corpuscles. They are also called erythrocytes. It has red color. Respiratory pigment called hemoglobin. So color of the blood is red. That is due to the hemoglobin. So mainly it helps in the transportation in oxygen. Next is WBC leukocytes. As RBC is erythrocytes, WBC is white blood corpuscles. They are called soldier of the body because they provide immunity to the body or fight against the foreign particles. There are 5 types: monocyte, lymphocyte, basophils, neutrophils, eosinophils, blood platelets or thermocytes. So they have spindle cells which are involved in clotting of blood. Next is skeletal tissue. It is hard connective tissue. So first connective tissue is blood, lymph and the other parts of blood I had told you. But the skeletal tissue is hard connective tissue. So mainly it is the support or framework of the body. Skeleton. Skeleton is the framework of the body. So it is of 2 types, bones and cartilage. So it is a diagram for RBCs, different type of blood vessels. So matrix of bone is very hard. Why bone is very hard? Because it is made up of calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate and protein osteosin. Bone cells are embedded in hard matrix. So mainly it contain the lamina formed at the central canal. Bone cells occupy small space between the connective layer of matrix. So next is cartilage. So this is elastic, less harder than bones, provide elasticity. Uh, it is occur at joint of bone. It is nose, ear, trachea and larynx. It provides the flexibility and great tensile strength. So connective tissue is same as we told earlier. So here we have studied about the connective tissue. Let's skip that part. So next is muscular tissue. So the muscular tissue is mainly this is used for the movement of body. They are long fiber called muscle fiber. So they are having capability of contraction and relaxation. So they are striated muscles, cardiac muscles and non-striated muscles. So here is a diagram for striated muscles. They are called voluntary muscles because they are under our control. So muscle fibers and cells are multinucleated and unbranched. Each fiber is enclosed by a thin membrane called sarcolemma. So cytoplasm is called sarcolemma. These muscles get tired and need rest. So as we feel tired, which means striated muscles get tired. Cardiac muscle fiber, as you see here the diagram of cardiac muscle fiber, they are only involuntary muscles. They are found in the walls of heart. Their structure is between striated and non-striated. They are uninucleated. They have rhythmic contraction and relaxation. As your as your heart gave the contraction and relaxation, that is rhythmic. Non-striated muscles, as you see the diagram here, non-striated, they are involuntary muscles called smooth muscles. They are uninucleated, so they are found in walls of stomach, intestine, urinary bladder. So next is nervous tissue. As the diagram is called nerve cell, very important. So mainly it is the connective tissue. Actually mainly the nerve cell is the control and coordinate the body messages. So here is the nucleus, dendrite, cell body, axon and nerve ending. They are highly specialized tissue due to which the animals are able to respond. Their function in functional unit called nerve cell or neuron. Their body is called cytone, which is covered by plasma membrane. Here you see the hair-like structure that is called dendron. Short hair-like extension rising from cytone are dendron. So the long tail that is cylindrical in nature called axon. Axon is covered by sheath. So this close the proximity is called synapse. So here we have said about the different type of these tissues, that is connective tissues, um, epithelial tissues, muscular tissue. So mainly mainly the tissues we have to know about the epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So in connective tissue, we only know about the blood and limbs, plasma, RBC, WBC. The rest part is not have to be done. So here the chapter number 6, that is tissues, which include plant tissue and animal tissue, is completed. Thank you.